Disappointed in our 7-9 league performance, but excited about the tournament, excited to kind of have our third season of basketball. I think that's a unique thing in college basketball, having been in the pros a long time. It's kind of neat. You have the pre-conference, the conference tournament, and then hopefully you have a fourth season, kind of the post-conference play. So I'm jacked up, ready for a good practice today. I gave my team the day off yesterday, and excited to go back to Vegas, and thankful to be here. Any questions, I'll take them. Yeah, there's no hiding that we've struggled with the 6'6" to 6'7" swingman, three-man, from Kamard to Giddens to Wade. Difficult matchup for us. Maybe he might be playing the best of anybody in the league right now. He seems very comfortable in their system. He scores it from a lot of different places. He's an improving shooter. I think I said to my staff, I think he plays with the most force in the league. He just plays with force, from his plays to the rim to his drives, his rebounding. He's an underrated defender. I think he's a very good defender. And, he's just a good player, very good player. Well, we've established a defensive foundation. We've established a level of competitiveness that wasn't here before. We are not satisfied with losing games. It seems like in our losses, we've played 36 to 37 minutes of good basketball in a 3-minute span, and sometimes it's a minute and a half here and a minute and a half there. Sometimes it's a full 3-minute span where it's a drought by us or plays made by them. What I try to do is respect my opponent, but I also have to talk about our team and what we didn't do. At Vegas, I thought they made guarded shots that beat us. I thought we missed plays at the rim that helped us lose that game. I thought for 36 minutes of that Vegas game, we controlled that game. All that said, a loss is a loss, and I understand that. But we have established a defensive mindset, a competitiveness, and a style of play that I think is a good foundation for what we're building here. And when you're 15-8 and you end up 16-13, it's disappointing. Our biggest loss of the year in conference, I think, was a 10-point loss at New Mexico in overtime. So we've played very, very competitive basketball. As a coach, when you say that, you feel like somebody out there is saying, yeah, that's great, but you didn't win. You know what? I'm saying that too. And I know that's what we have to do. I came here to win. We came here to be a winning program. 5 more wins in the regular season than last year. It's a step, and we are building it, I feel, the right way. I also think I've pushed these guys to a place they've never been pushed before. Again, defensively, practice-wise, we haven't let up one day. We've only taken our days off that were required by the NCAA to take off. That's all we've done. And I think that's the work ethic and the competitiveness we have to establish this year. My guys go to class. They have to go to school. And, we're just trying to build it on those foundation things: accountability, ownership, and toughness, and we are getting all those things accomplished. Their pressure is terrific. Vegas is a very good defensive team, especially on the ball. They switch a lot of things. Carlin has ball handling skills for a big guard. He has decision-making ability for a big guard, and I thought we needed the extra ball handling in that game, and I thought he did a nice job. I feel we're a little bit like an iceberg right now. A lot of our mass is under the surface, and that's what happens when you don't win. How do you quantify what you've done, where you're going? And that's how I feel. And I really try to pride myself on evaluating where we're at and what we've done. Our man-to-man individual defense has to improve. Our decision-making at the end of games has to improve. Our toughness down the stretch has to improve. We've identified those things. I have to make those adjustments as a coach. I think we'll do a lot of things different next year. We'll travel different next year. We'll, the way we plan our travel, where we stay, how we do it, we'll do it different next year. That's just one little situation that I think will change. Well, you're always worried about that. I think you're always worried about your mindset of your team in a loss. If you continue to lose games where you have control of the game or you have a lead. But I think what happens is you have to explain to your team what happened. And I try to do a good job of that, meaning we gave up 2 offensive rebounds. Those are big plays. We turned the ball over Luka Dircha and Luke on a post feed. The ball goes out of bounds. Luke gets the ball taken from him. Okay, there's 4 plays right there. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 turnovers by us in the last 5 minutes. Now, it's 61-61 with 1:30 to go. So even with all that, we are right there. Okay? They make guarded shots at the end. Terry throws one in at the end. Good players do that. He's a guy that can do that. They have a guy that can make a play like that. And is that the difference in the game? Well, if we take care of those other 4 plays, that play doesn't matter. I try to explain to my team the mistakes that we made, the cutout we missed, the turnover that can't happen, and you move on and you hope it doesn't happen again. My most repeated thing in our huddles has been in the last 10 minutes, guys, we've been here before. I've said it 1,000 times if I've said it once. In the close game, we've been here before. This is what we have to do. This is where we're at. This is what we can't do, and that's the way I talk to my team. And I'm sure we'll be there again this week because I think we've got a very competitive tournament and we've got a very competitive team and we're playing a good opponent. We got to get Kepke playing better. Luka Dircha, the game was under control when he's in the game. And he's a damn good player and a developing guy that I feel comfortable running my team. He can get shots for people. He's tough. He competes. 36 minutes is a lot for him in a Vegas-type game where the defense is India and it's tough. Ideally, would I want him to play 36 minutes in that game again? Probably not, Mike. Kepke should have played 4 more maybe, get Luka to 32. But you go with what your gut tells you to do at the time, and that's what I went with. Carlin and Luka seem to have very good chemistry out there, I think, and Luka has a great feel for Luke. So, also with Sean Green and Luka on the floor, we have our top 2 assist guys in the game at the same time, and I think that helps us. You want to play in front of 12,000? You want to play in front of 3? I want to play in front of 12. And my team has thrived and played well in front of big crowds all year.